Hey now.
Going on.
Oh yeah.
Fantastic.
Think we got Karen in here, Peter, Sandy signing in any second. There she is.
Lexi's trying to get on, but
Okay.
it's making her download the app and she's on her phone.
Okay. Okay. And let's see, I don't know who these people are. Hey Seth.
Hey, how are you?
Good. Where are you from?
I'm from Miller Place. I work with Connor Hertel. I just joined.
Oh, Seth. Well, pleasure to meet you.
Yeah, nice to meet
How
you.
are you?
It worked
All right,
out too.
yeah.
I was off today for Rosh Hashanah, so I was like, perfect, he can join.
Wonderful. Awesome. All right. Karen, where are you? Let's try to have cameras on, everybody. Where are you, Karen?
I will as soon as my bacon stops cooking. Hold on.
Okay, okay. All right. Here comes Katie. Here comes Sandy again. All right, we got all. Lexi's coming in. All right, we're filling up. Hello, Katie.
Hello.
All right. Oh, Fanny's coming in. Did I draw that line?
I didn't do.
Here. All right. Hello, everybody.
Good morning.
Hello.
Morning.
Right. So, oh, Karen, is Jan your VA?
Yes.
Okay, great. All right, she's popping back in.
Jenny Lou.
Okay, let's see if Gordon's coming in. Okay. All right, let's just get started and start talking. Hello, everybody. Let me change my viewpoint, multi-speaker. Taking it. So, let me take these out. I'm not enjoying this. Can everybody hear me okay?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Welcome to the AI Round Table. I'm actually recording 3 minutes of this on my Meta glasses, then I'm going to take them off. I have become super enthused with this world in the last year or so, and I'm excited to just chat about what people are using, how people are winning with it, and oh, here comes Lexi again, and figuring out how we can all get better together. So if this conversation goes well, we'll keep doing it maybe once a month and see how we grow together. Let's start by seeing who here is using AI and how. Stephen?
Morning, everybody. So I've been using AI probably for about almost a year. I use it for a multitude of different things. One is when I started formulating my standard operating procedures for my business, AI was a tremendous help. I use AI for my listings as far as dialogue on the property. I'll put the information in, but it'll enhance and elaborate. Many times, if I'm sending out a really important email, I'll cut and paste it into AI and have them rewrite it to make sure grammatically I'm on point. Just recently, I was looking at this CMA program, And I know it's an additional cost, but I really believe I'm probably going to go in that direction. Because when I do my CMAs, and I do many of them, it takes me a while. And AI can do them in like a matter of minutes. And not only will they give you the CMA, but they give you the report and everything that goes along with it. So
Are
it's
you saying
$45.
to use an AI service to value the property? Or
Correct.
okay, got it. And then build a report for the client after that.
Exactly.
Okay, cool.
The other thing I use is I'm a big chart and graph guy with numbers. I put my numbers in, and AI will create any kind of pie chart, graph. Uh, it'll draw, if I have a vision for a house or a room renovation, I'll put what I want in. I did a lot of that for my Arizona home, and it'll create the visual for me of that renovated bathroom. And once you have the visual, you could say, you know what, I want to move the toilet to the left. I want to move the drain to the right, whatever. And right in front of your eyes, boom, there it is. So it's a tremendous tool. I'm a big believer in AI, and I think it's going to be an important part of the future of real estate.
Okay. All right, Stephen, real quick, can you just give me a couple tools you use using ChatGPT? Is that right?
Correct.
Use anything beyond ChatGPT?
Nope.
Okay. All right. Pete, what if anything are you using?
I'm not using anything. That's
Okay.
why I'm here trying to learn.
All right, cool. Seth.
So I'm new to this, but I've been using AI just I'm a school teacher, so AI is actually in the schools now. So we have a tool called Brisk. It'll actually make you a slideshow on any YouTube video you watch. So if you want to present like even like the market, or you want to like make a slideshow on rates for someone, you can actually like click a link to a YouTube video and say it's like a financial analyst giving you a breakdown of the market to show a client. It'll break it down into slides. But currently I've been using it. I use Google AI just because it's on my phone to make scripts. Because right now I'm just trying to increase my sphere of influence on like Instagram, things like that, just letting the world know that I'm a licensed real estate salesperson now. So I create, ads daily, and a lot of times I'll put in the search like a script. So like today I did like talk Tuesday talk, and I wrote like make me a script for reasons why people might not buy, and it generated me a script on like 3 myths that people believe and was preventing them from buying a home. So then I used that to then make a script to create an ad where I talked about the 3 myths of buying a home. So like everyone thinks it's 20% down, or I should buy a fixer upper that's total garbage and I'll get the best price, or even I'm just gonna rent because it's cheaper. So then I used that script, and I obviously made it my own words because I feel like sometimes if you're inauthentic with people, especially on like Insta with your friends and family, they're just gonna be like, this guy's just trying to make a quick buck off of me. So I try to use it as a tool to help me like create ads and create sphere. And I'm also working on one of my good friends is a pretty big into e-commerce, and he said he had a hard time when he came to Long Island. He felt like when he was in Boston, he had like a luxury real estate agent, and he kind of was like mapping out to me. He's like, I think if you curb the market on this, and he was just giving me some pointers on what he wanted because he was so busy. He's was explaining like if I could present him with like a presentation, like where he could quickly flip through listings. We're seeing images because he's like short on time. He doesn't want to be sitting there reading stuff. So I've been using him as insight and using the AI because he is in the internet, like the e-commerce world, on basically how to be more efficient. So like Brisk AI, and just making ease of access for people that are interested in real estate with me.
Cool. Well done. Sandy.
ChatGPT. Sometimes.
Okay. Fanny. If you're talking, you're muted right now. You're still muted.
Very rarely. Good morning.
Good morning. Okay.
And by the way, I want to say you look very, very good. You
Oh,
looks like you lost a lot of weight. Very nice.
thank
Yes.
you. All right. Katie.
Yeah, ChatGPT. I use it to write your listing descriptions a lot of the
Thank
time.
you.
It makes it great because I can
Yeah.
just put in like the details or features of the home and it pops out beautifully worded language.
Okay.
I also use it in like every other little aspect of my life. If I don't know how to do something, I'm ask ChatGPT, how do I do this? It gives me step-by-step directions on how to do it.
Mhm. I love that. All right, Karen.
So Google is actually AI, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we all use Google every day, so everyone uses it. I do use ChatGPT for everything like everyone else, including picking stocks. Then of course you have to do your research on top of it, but I've made some good money on that. So quick tip. It writes our scripts for my YouTube channel that Lexi and I are now both doing together. It can take a room if you for the paid version, you can have it design a room, but you have to tell it not to move windows or change the flooring or the color of the room, and then ask it to design it. And I've been looking into, I'm glad we're doing this because I want to know what other apps there are to do more. But yeah, I
Okay,
mean,
cool.
if I'm having a text with someone and I don't know, and I start typing it and then I cut and paste it, throw it into ChatGPT and say, make this not as harsh, make this warmer and friendlier, so I'm not going to make an enemy. I think you just have to be really specific in what you're asking.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Lexi, you there?
Yes, I'm here. Sorry, I'm just at the doctor's office with dad still. So my apologies, everyone. Um, but for my AI focus, I primarily use it for refining my scripts for videos or posts for social media, even going as far to also, as mom had said, as Karen had said, using it to redesign rooms, possibly even staging wise for some places just to see what the buyers could use the rooms for. It might give them a better idea. Also, I use it for my track workouts, my meal planning throughout the week. So it's a very it's good to utilize it, but I do think it works better as minimal. It's I feel sometimes as though because we depend on it very much now that it kind of takes away the human aspect. And again, with having to review it, make sure there's no autocorrection issues or there's nothing, no misinformation that might have seeped through. So that's the only one thing is just double checking everything.
Right. Oh, well said. Okay. I'm gonna go through all the toys I play with and just hopefully that sparks a conversation about what's out there, what's possible. Let me share my screen let me see if I'm going to the right section. Okay. So I use ChatGPT as like my baseline. This guy knows me. ChatGPT knows who I am. I've been having conversations with it for well over a year. So when I want to have a conversation or learn something about something that is specific to me or write something from my voice, I use ChatGPT. That is one of the really cool things about ChatGPT is it can get hyper personal to you. Especially the more you tell it and the more of the memory you let it have of you. So I can say, I'm doing this thing, write it in my voice, and it'll lay out most of it, and then I can play with it once I have that conversation. But one of the cool things that ChatGPT does that I didn't hear from anybody is you have these custom GPTs. We can create these shortcuts for ourselves for the things that we're doing. So like take this for example. This is a flip calculator that I created and it now knows exactly how I told exactly how I look over a flip. And then
Can
I've just
anybody see anything?
I
you
don't
can
see anything.
Yeah, it's just
No,
a black screen, Pete.
oh, okay, hold on. Let me go back. Let me see if let me just save.
I guess you don't have a lot of information in that calculator.
Guess not. Yeah. All right, so can you see my screen now?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so I just said hi to my my custom GPT and it said, let's start. What's the ARV? And I'll just say 600,000. And it'll just lead through the questions. Total rehab budget, let's say 100,000. And then it just will ask all the questions I need. So now I can share this with somebody on my team. Property taxes, 12,000. And my MAO, my maximum allowable offer is $368,000. And it says, do you want me to show you how I got to these numbers step by step? And I can just say yes, and it'll explain it to me. So you can create all these little shortcuts for yourself with a custom GPT, and it's actually really simple. You just tell it what you want to do. So that's one of my favorite things to do is like create little. I'm helping my cousin learn real estate. I took all of my transcripts and I put it into this, and she can now talk to essentially me whenever she wants and ask questions. And if I've talked about it in past conversations that I transcribed, it will answer her.
Now, is this in ChatGPT?
Yeah. Yeah. This is a custom GPT. So you can go to your GPTs. You can find other GPTs that people make that they've made them public. So you can say, I want a prompting GPT to know how to properly prompt for certain things. For like, let's say you want to do a real estate prompt GPT, you can go and search for different GPTs, or you can make your own. See, and I could just start a conversation about what I want this GPT to do, and it creates shortcuts for you.
What would we put in our ChatGPT to do this?
Go to GPTs.
Okay, I see it.
And then you can see all the GPTs, and top right where I'm looking, you can create or go to my GPTs. But just know it's there, and you can find it. Like you can ask ChatGPT how to do it, and it'll walk you through it. So that's one of the cool things I love to create and play with, and make different GPTs. Okay, so then here I actually this morning I created a bunch of stuff just to see how much stuff I can create for this topic this morning. Like that picture you all saw this morning, I just made it like 15 minutes ago. Just said, I was having a conversation with ChatGPT about what we were doing here, and I said, make me a picture, and it just made me that picture. That's how simple this is. But here's a website I created at 10 o'clock at night because I was inspired to do so. And it's about inheriting houses, and how people can deal with inheriting houses. 3 paths. And it's not bad, right?
Yeah.
Now, these videos are not me. Welcome to the page. My intention with this page is to make some people's lives easier. We have found too often when people get to us, they have already endured so much stress and burden that they didn't have to. That is a terrible thing to go through, especially when a family is grieving. That is why we hope to be a part of the preparation and process for families that have inherited a home. There is no better feeling for us than to lift a burden off of a family that is already going through a rough time. Feel free to walk through your options here and reach out to us so we can give you better details that would help your individual situation. Looking forward to getting to know you.
I could tell it's not you. There's no hey there.
Right, but they don't know me, But like I made 4 videos in 10 minutes to add to this website just to play with it, just to create. I made this website in probably 30 minutes.
Can you add emotion? Like, because you could tell that
Yeah.
you're
Yeah. I can. So like what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to have a professional videographer record me dressed nicer and, and more professionally, re-record me in high definition so that all this looks better.
Now, can you ask it to change your outfit?
I don't think so, but I can take any picture and turn it into a video too, and it doesn't do that bad. Like that picture, I don't know if everyone got that email of me today. That's a 20-something-year-old picture of me it just was talking.
So this was all done with that with the GPT, or was this a different app?
This is done with Heygen.
What is it?
Heygen. And I'll send this out to everybody, but this is this is something I did an hour ago. I gave Heygen a prompt about what we were doing. I had ChatGPT make me a prompt on what we were doing to create a video about.
Welcome. Today, we're going to explore how AI can supercharge your real estate business, helping you capture more leads, close more deals, and deliver truly unforgettable client experiences. It starts with never missing a lead. Tools like Retell AI answer calls 24/7, qualifying sellers and booking appointments instantly. Then, using Zapier or Make, that crucial data flows directly into your CRM. And with Abacus.ai, you can score.
You made me a 3-minute video about the topic.
And it's Heygen?
Heygen, yeah. Heygen. So we'll come in here. So I asked it, I told it what I was doing. I went into Gemini, which is basically Google's ChatGPT. And I asked it to do some deep research. Deep research is an amazing thing to learn with. Especially I like Gemini for the deep research. But you can put in whatever it is you want to learn about. And my prompt was, let me see what my prompt was. Below are the tools I use for AI, for me life. I'm not even grammatically correct. For me life, and real estate business. I'm going to teach a class using using AI and real estate, stay organized, yada, yada, yada. Here are the tools I use. But I said, add other tools and tell me how somebody can go from 0 to 100 in the AI space. So not knowing anything on how to go everywhere and do everything. And it goes deep into the internet and it teaches itself how to explain this. And it built a whole conversation here. And you can read this. You can export it into other things. I can create a website, an infographic, an audio overview, a quiz. So if you study it and you want to test yourself. But what's really cool is I went to Notebook LLM. I know I'm throwing a lot at you guys, but and I took that, I copied that, and I brought it to Notebook LLM, and I made where is it? I made a bunch of things. So I made a
Welcome to the deep dive
podcast out of it.
So picture this agent. They're really successful. Phone's always ringing, juggling showings, writing listings, trying desperately just to keep up with that inbox. They're doing well, but they are absolutely, completely buried, living in what our sources call a state of controlled chaos. If you're in real estate, I mean, are you spending like 80% of your time just on admin tasks? Maybe missing leads, leaving money on the table because, well, there just aren't enough hours.
That feeling, that anxiety of dropping the ball, that's really the defining challenge for so many agents today, isn't it? And the research we looked at suggests the answer isn't just, hiring
So
another.
it made me a 17-minute podcast on that. And I can tell you why that's super helpful for me. I have ADHD. There's no shot I'm reading what that thing wrote, even though it is probably could change my life, right? But I'll listen to it on a drive. It could make me a mind map. It can make me reports. It can make me a video explainer about it. I accidentally just made another audio audio version. It can make flashcards. There's a button. I don't even know what this does. There's a button here that says interactive. So I guess I can join the conversation. I don't know what that even means, but I guess we can have a conversation with the AI about the topic as like a guest to the podcast. So this allows us to go really deep in our education and what we can learn about. So we can pick any topic, ask Gemini or ChatGPT or Perplexity to do some deep research to explain to us what we want to really go into depth and know about. And if we learn better a different way, we can listen to it. We can create a short video out of it. I sometimes will take stuff that this lays out for me, and I will have something called Abacus AI make me an ADHD version of it, because I can't read. I just can't read. I can't read like that. So I need something built for the way my brain works. And I told it, do deep research on how people with ADHD can stay focused on a document like this and build me out a PDF that allows me, as someone who has major ADHD, to actually get through it. And it did. And then I asked it to make me a website so I can always have it and just like go to it. And it did. So there is so many tools that we can create to present to ourselves, to present to the world, that don't replace us, but adds an extension of us, that actually gets us in the door, that helps us makes us look super professional. Let me see if I know I pulled it up here somewhere. So I had a referral for somebody that is out of state, that has a property in Santa Mauritius, and they wanted me to go by and see it and give my assessment. And I wanted to give my assessment in a video so I could explain everything I thought about it, because I knew how she communicated. I needed to get a lot of information to her uninterrupted. So I just took the video, I put it on YouTube, and then I put in, I'll show everybody Chat LLM in a second, Abacus. But I put it in there and I told it what I want to do. And it made this personal website for her with her property as a centerpiece of it, pictures of the property, and a little, and I can add more stuff if I want, but I got this done in 5 minutes after I shot the video. And and in the center of it, all right, hello, it's a pleasure to meet you virtually, video-esquely, I guess. I walked your property, and I can present this to them in a super professional way. And I literally, in this video, told this woman she may not want to work with me because I need to lead this, because she's going to get in her own way. And I literally, in this video, pushed her away. And we spoke we spoke yesterday, and she's very excited to work with me. And all these tools just help us look so much more professional. And this can get created very quickly. It's a very cool tool I'm going to show you in a second. It's the same tool that created this. It's the same tool that created what I call my run of show for my listing appointments. So I created a run of show where it's real-time updates on the property. So like I want my clients to understand what happens at each stage of the process, because when I sit with them, my listing appointment can be an hour and a half. I data dump on them and I give them every moment they're about to experience, and I preempt problems and I lay everything out for them so they understand the whole process as a whole, so that they feel heard, so that they understand where they're going, and they feel like I'm someone that they can entrust in the whole process. But then you realize they can't hold on to an hour and a half worth of information that I walk them through. So I have an area for updates. I have, obviously it says this is the address, this is the listing price, launch date, team members, a quick intro. And this was like up every offer, everything that happened. I gave an update that sat here because it's super easy to update. Welcome to the journey. Hey, Gary and Deborah, this is your personal professional listing timeline and process. All right, I walk them through there. And then we go kickoff call. It happened on August 6th, completed. Property preparation, what they're supposed to do. All right, so the property preparation, remember, we don't want to make perfection the enemy of the good. So I walk them through there. And every one of these other videos is repeatable, already set to go into the next one. Staying informed with Jamie. Okay, you're going to get a text message from Jamie Walsh. Jamie is my transaction coordinator, and I explain some of these are double done. I don't know how this happened. This just changed, but I can just go in there and go, here's the problem. You just type out, here's what I'm seeing as a problem. Please fix it. And I'm showing each step, and then you can see the completed part, so they can keep coming in and see what's completed and what's not. Everything here is completed. Here are the photos. Here are the listing photos. The 3D tour, so they can on the website share this with their family to show people the steps, to walk through the house, to see the photos. So now we're being shared with the entire family. So if you want referrals, this is one way to build referrals, right? Listing goes live, completed, but I say, what happens when the listing, how to be prepared for when it actually goes live? The phone's going to ring, what showing time means, like all those things are right there. Open house, what happens at an open house, how we're going to handle offer reviews, and so on and so on. Accepted offer, what that actually means. Inspection, what an inspection's like, but as we update it, see it's completed, the inspection was waived on this deal. And so on. Contracts going out, what does that mean? We're under contract, what does that mean? And then I put we updated it, we got 750,000 cash for the property, little celebration emojis. And then searching an offer on your next home is the next thing. And I actually got to update that because that's done. Sandy already got him a place. And weekly check-ins in progress. And it's going to happen every Friday at 12. These are the links to the photos. These are the cool things about Westbury for them to just see. And it just automatically pulled this stuff, the 3D, why we should have a 3D tour, the technological advantages. This is my team, so they know who to trust. This is the guy that referred me the business. I put him in there and shared with him the website. He wants to pay me to make these for him. But he feels so good about how safe his clients are. This is his family, by the way, that he can't wait to send me more people. And he's excited that he's in there as part of it. And then there's all that info. And this is this is for them. This is not to be shared with the whole world. This is just their own private, what I call run of show, which happened because I had a client go, Pete, you were amazing. I love everything you did. You know what I would have loved, though? Would be like a total understanding of like what happens at each step of the process, because we did everything so fast. And me and that client were calling it the rocket ship, because we went from a phone call to a listing and a buy in like 8 minutes, and it was just a mad rush. Because he's in the entertainment business. He goes, we do what's called a run of show. He goes, I would love to, like, one thing I wish I had was a run of show so I understood what was going to happen each step. And I was like, I can do it. And I just went into figuring out how to do it. And and I had it minutes later. And here are all the other things I've built inside of Abacus, which is, let me go into, oh yeah, we updated it. So let me come here. So you can see this is that website that I built. And you say some of the fields have double videos in their spots. Can you please fix that? Also, the search and offer on your next home is completed. Congratulate them on their next home under contract. And it said, I'll fix the duplicate videos and update. So let's see if it did it. Sometimes it doesn't do it perfectly. But yeah, single videos. Done. So now I just redeploy the website. Deploy. Done. Now, the next time they sign in, they're going to see it corrected. Now I can come into here and want to start a whole new one. So let me just come into Deep Agent. Any questions about any of this? I know I'm throwing a lot at everybody.
What's the monthly charge for Abacus?
What's that?
Abacus, I'm assuming that's not free. How much is that a month?
No, it's $20 a month.
Oh.
And you get a certain level of data of what they call tokens. So depending on what you do, you can burn out of them. I've only burned out of them a few times. When I first played with this, I burned out of them because I was having such a good time. So I had to keep adding to it, but now I haven't since. But they basically, you can go to what's called Deep Agent and do so much with this. It's hard to even you can have it fill out forms for you, log into other websites. I've had it adjust my CRMs, add, so like you can give it your login and password to Zillow and say, please go into my last 3 leads and update them to reflect whatever. And it will likely do it. Any question about any of that?
Are we getting a copy of this video so we can wrap our brains around it?
Yeah.
And I want that podcast. I want to listen to it.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I can share that out too.
Can you
but
create a new website right now?
Yeah. What do you want to, let's send me a picture of Stephen Bello. Can you email me a picture of Stephen Bello?
Yes, sir.
Okay. What should we say about Stephen Bello? Let's go into ChatGPT and just make something up about Stephen Bello. Create me a character. I can't spell, by the way. So be prepared for this.
PH.
All right. Of a man named possible. Still can't spell.
Should we go to details about him? Is he a realtor? Or is he just
have him serving Long Island real estate?
Give me a prompt for Chat LLM Deep Agent to create a website. Okay, that's all we're gonna do. And its answer was, "Hey now, I'll make Stephen Bello unforgettable." But even just mastering little things like this and the simple things that we can present to our clients that makes us look so unforgettable. Here's the prompt for website. Yeah, prompt. All right. So I'm just going to take this. I think that's everything it needed. Copy. What was this part? Character Stephen Bell. All right, hold on. I'm just gonna Long Island Deal Maker. Did you send me? Okay.
No, wait, you did that in what, ChatGPT in your
Yeah,
GPT?
but I could have done it and I could have done it in this too. All right, so hold on 1 second. Let me go to my email and pull out Bello.
And where do you create this website? That's what I have problems with, creating websites.
I'll show you in a second. Okay. So
So the Abacus.ai builds the website for you.
But I don't know how to.
You go from ChatGPT to Abacus?
are you saying you're asking me how to host it?
Yes.
Right. So that's not something I can show you. I'm not that good at it, but I can show you. I've used ChatGPT to walk me through hosting it, but this will self-host for short-term stuff.
How short is short term?
If you keep refreshing it, it'll be forever.
Oh,
Um,
that's good.
okay. And I'm gonna add from my files. We got Steven in there. I'm gonna add Remax balloon. That's it. And then that's it. And we're just gonna go. What did I say? Make me a website. Hold on. Make me a website
Send me the balloon.
based on this. Okay. Now it's going to ask me a few questions just to clarify. And look, like ChatGPT said, technical is SEO optimized for Long Island real estate. Mobile first, fast loading, integrated with MLS IDX.
Oh.
1, no. 2, no contact form. Just a fun website. 3, yes. Food locations. 4, no. Let's just keep it simple. And that's it. Now we just wait. So we can cover other things. While we wait, we can come back to this. Any questions about any of that?
It's like anything else. You got to play with it, right? The more you play with it, the more proficient you'll become at it.
Yeah. But it's just simple. You're having a conversation with something, telling it what you want, and it creates it.
And so am I understanding correctly, you don't need to like purchase a GoDaddy domain or anything like that. You can just ask it to make your website and it does it and hosts it itself.
All right. I have some of them on a GoDaddy domain, but you don't have to. You don't have to. Like it gives its own domain that you name it, and it's whatever it is, name at Abacus AI. Which takes me to what's I've been playing with Perplexity's Comet. Perplexity's Comet is a AI browser, which will help you. It sees what you're looking at and will walk you through certain things. And you can see here we have the AI, the assistant. So this assistant comes here on anything that we're doing. So let's say, but I can do something as simple as email Vanessa Johnson and tell her she is pretty. And now it's just going, it's going into my email. It's setting it up. It's searching for Vanessa Johnson. There we go. Just want to let you know you are pretty. Send. Done. I can tell to put things in my calendar. So, and go into go high level. Wait, yeah. So I can be complex like this. Okay. Add an appointment. I can't spell. Keep in mind I can't spell. Don't judge me. Add an appointment. Still not even close. Who's rolling their eyes? Add an appointment for tomorrow night at 4:30 in Westbury to meet my brother in town. So I could do that. So oh, I didn't say in my calendar. And I'll spell it wrong and it'll still know what to do. And it adds it to my calendar. But yesterday I had a lead that came in and I've been using Go High Level as schedule. Done. It's in my calendar. And you could say add this to my calendar and email it to or invite whoever, so I can invite him or send him an email. But I also told it to go into my Go High Level and update my calendar for this client for an appointment on October, whatever it was at this time. And it went into my CRM and did it. And you can take, let's say, something like this. And it's not perfect, but what's cool about the assistant, because it can do stuff for you, is it can kind of teach you how to do things. Oops, Sandy popped out. Okay. It can teach you how to do things. So I can say something like, make a Zap that connects my Gmail account with ChatGPT and answers any real estate topic with a dad joke. And you can see how it's going around, and now it's going to go into my system. I probably didn't give it enough depth of a prompt, but it's building me a workflow. You can have it fill out stuff. You can have it work on a website for you, fill out information, do a search. But what's cool is like, I don't know totally how to do this. So now I can actually watch it doing it and kind of like learn what it's doing. And this might be too much for it, but like it's like you can use these tools as either an assistant or actually to do stuff for you. And you
Peter,
can see,
if you had to pick the top 3 that you would say to learn today, what would you say would be the top 3?
I would say using Gemini for learning, like asking it deep learning questions to get depth. Chat LLM, like the Abacus, to create websites that can be personal to our clients and create like experiences that no one else is going to think to do. And well, ChatGPT to create custom GPTs to like allow you to shortcut things that you're doing.
I would really like us to do this once a month.
Okay. So of what I'm talking about here, let's just stop a second. Yeah, we've been going a little bit. What's got people excited? What do you think you'll be using in this for this? Karen, you're big on my screen right now, so we'll start.
Oh, I'm trying to remember which was the one for doing, so I guess it was the Chat LLM was the one where you made the website when someone asked you a question and then you created it. So that's the one that I'm most interested in right now because and using the custom GPTs. That's where I'm going to start for the next month.
Cool. Gordon, hey now. Are you there? You might be frozen. Gordon might be frozen. I see he's driving. Pete, what do you think about this? What is there anything what would you add to your repertoire here?
One thing I was hoping to find out today is I like to do when I do Facebook and I advertise my open houses. I was hoping to put my pictures and my words and create some sort of better announcement for my open house. That's really what I was hoping to gather today. But is there one of these that you think might be able to enhance that?
Yeah, there's a couple ways you can do it. So you're gonna post it, but you want inspiration on what to put.
Right now, I copy the words from my listing. I take the pictures that are going on my listing, and I just say open house, and I post it on Facebook. I'd like to take those and make more of a show out of it.
Right. Okay. Let me throw another one at everybody. Hold on. So I would do two things. Back to. I just want to stay in desktop view. Okay. Let me go back to desktop view. Let me come here. Okay. So in Gemini, first thing you can do is one, I would start having a conversation with Gemini or ChatGPT, and say, ask it, how can I create more engagement with my Facebook posts about my open houses? And let it spitball some ideas with you, right? And then say, okay, you can say, I want to do that. Help me write the word. And then I would take your pictures, drop them into here, right into here.
When you say here, we're in Gemini now, right?
Yeah, into Gemini, but hit the nano banana button, the little thing that says create images, and tell it to make you an attractive open house picture for Facebook to engage views. And it will create you something. Let me see if I have something to throw in there. Hey, let me just say,
Now, could it go into MLS? Could you just say, hey, here's the MLS number, make me an open house Facebook post?
maybe.
I just feel like that would simplify it. And it seems smart. It should be able to go in
But he
there.
can add his
Even if it's just
logo, like he can drop in his logo and he can drop in his name and have it find me house pictures. I just want to get some house pictures. All right, so let me just gonna take that. How do I download this? Copy. Oh, I'm going to copy the image. Okay. Make a stunning Facebook open house.
Ed.
Yeah, Ed with this picture for September. Look at this. Look at this. For September 12th, 12 p.m. For Peter Grosso. And we want engagement. And then it will just take that and it will create, and you can just, the more information you give it, and you can ask Gemini what prompts to give it.
That was fast.
And there you go. And there's something.
Now that's just like an image. If you tap for details, you're gonna have to.
Yeah, no, it's just an image. So like it's assuming there's gonna be something on Facebook in there for it. But you can say, take out the tap for details. Take out the tap for details.
Could you say insert a link for when you tap the details?
No, it won't have a link.
Okay.
It's just an image generator, but it's widely known as the best image generator.
Gemini is the best image maker?
Right now. 20 minutes from now, it could be somebody else.
Pete, I wonder if you could go into Comet too and like visit Canva and then just have it take over on like Canva to create something.
Yeah. Yeah, you could do that too. And even I don't know if we have time or anyone wants to get this deep in the weeds, but ChatGPT now has something called connectors that can connect to all your stuff. So like it connects to your email, it can connect, you can go to connect to your Canva account. It takes a little bit of backdooring, but you can say, go into my Canva and do X. And you can do that with Chat LLM. Did that help, Pete?
Yeah, thank you.
No problem.
Do you think the Bella website's done? I'm curious to see.
Oh yeah, I forgot about the Bella website. How are we doing? Nope, still churning. And you can see, you can watch it churn. Sometimes you get stuck like it's like you're hypnotized, just watching code be created. All right. So yeah, we'll circle back to that in a second. All right. Who else is gonna do who's using what? Who's gonna change what they do now?
I like that the run of show. I like that. And I feel like if you're taking a listing that's maybe you already have a feeling that it's priced too high, document everything you do to market the property. Summarize everything from showing time and like how they're resistant on changing the price. Like they're seeing like this huge website of all your documentation of everything you did to market this house. Everyone on earth knows it's for sale. Like it's hard to argue, at that point that you didn't do anything. Like if you're having your assistant do your marketing, they can screenshot everything as they go, or if you're doing it yourself, I think it would just be like the email blast, the Facebook marketplace, the views on every website. Like you could just have like an almost lawyer-like presentation of everything you did to market this house.
Right.
That helps you get a price change. That would be worth documenting all those steps.
Yeah, and it's super simple to update.
Yeah,
I definitely think the run of show is probably my favorite thing you've created so far.
I definitely.
I'm sure the clients love it.
They do. They really get a kick out of it. They share it a lot, and it's fun. Anybody else have anything that they would change about how they do it? Gordon?
Sorry, I could dump a simple one on you guys. Like this was a lot of high level stuff, but just for me, one of the best simple things I've found is when a buyer sends you like 6 houses and you want to pull them all up on MLS, all you have to do is screenshot into ChatGPT their text and say, just send me the MLS numbers and copy paste form. And then you just copy it and throw it into the search bar of the MLS. And then you have everything super simple. I'll send you guys the prompt in the chat if you want to use it. But that kind of saves me time too. Like just little simple tricks.
Yeah, that's huge.
Like if you're driving and they send you 7 houses, like at least by the time you get home, you already have just all the MLS numbers and you throw them into your email them to yourself and you could pull them up on the screen quick, or it's, even at a red light, you pull them all up.
Yeah, I love that. I've also used that where like I was going back in some of my messages and I saw, oh, a year and a half ago, this guy was thinking about selling a house. And I just went to their info, I screenshotted their name and address, and I said, has this house been listed yet in the last year and a half?
Right.
And it told me whether it was or it wasn't, and I knew whether or not to check in with them.
Yeah, simple things that you could save time, and you could even do that on like conversation mode while you're driving. Like you don't even have to be at a computer.
Right. Yeah. That's one of my favorite things to do is chat with Gemini or ChatGPT while I'm driving and just have conversations about things I'm interested in and go into like depth on different topics, stuff I nerd out about, stuff I need to know better, like, like our business or whatever. But I love having those conversations with a robot about like whatever. It's amazing. Anyone else?
A lot of good information today, Pete.
Thank you.
Yeah, it was a lot.
Yeah. Has this been valuable?
100%.
Of course.
Do you think if maybe next month when we do this, if people have like ideas or something they want help with trying to figure out for themselves, we could go through them?
Yeah, and we can do a whole, like, I think the more we come back with stuff, the better a roundtable it would be. Like, I knew this might turn into me just throwing everything I do at you guys the first time. But like, as you guys play with this and you see like how much cool stuff you can do, because now I'm in like, we're working on automations and that is so cool. Like that stuff, man, like I didn't get into the AI bots yet and things like that. Like there's so many cool things out there that are in the works or coming or doable. So let's so we should do this again. Is that
Yes.
Absolutely.
I think we should also, if people want to share things that they've done for next meeting, like real quick things that they've, we can share them in the chat, links and stuff of things that we've done. It'd be pretty cool.
Yeah.
Things to try out in between now and next time, and we can go over how it went.
Maybe we can even start a group chat after next time and share it in our
Run a show website for like just stuff we find cool that we send to you to add to the website.
Yeah. Yeah. The run of show and that can be for anything. There's so many cool applications for that. Those simple things let's check Bello.
Oh, is it ready?
I don't know. Let's check.
Also, Peter, can we set up like a private YouTube channel?
For what? Like
for this? Like for like ideas when you make all your little videos, which we know you do, why don't we just like how to do it?
So you wanted it to be a private, I guess I can make it a private, like I can make a website out of it, literally.
Yeah,
like,
if you could make a website and then also have it where your own little AI Pete could answer our questions if you're not available.
oh, I can put in my bot in there. Yeah,
Yeah.
like have a little chatbot thing. I'll try to do that.
Oh, that's gonna be cool.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
didn't know I was going to give you more work.
What's that?
You didn't know I was going to give you more work from this class.
Well, what I like to do is give myself 10 minutes to do something like that and see if I can get it done in 10 minutes. Because really, I'm trying to live by the adage, AI can do that, prove me wrong. And if I live that way, I can nudge everything towards simplicity. And then I get to do just what I like to do, which is conversations and coaching and listing appointments with cannolis and that stuff. So yeah, it's still going.
You'll have a lot to do that.
So I'll
Yeah.
send. So we're probably got to get off. I don't know how much longer it's going to be. It's probably really close, but I don't want to hold everyone up. I'll send out what I'll send this out to everybody once it exists. Who wants to name it? What should we name it?
Bello website? That's too simple.
Serving up Long Island real estate.
Okay. All right, that's what we'll call it. I'll just call it serving up. There's too many words for me to spell wrong.
Yeah, now when Bello makes his own website, he won't have that stolen from him.
Well, it'll be on Abacus, but he can take it. I can shut it off any second. All right, so that's that. I'll get the transcript from this from Read AI. I'll drop it in ChatGPT, ask it to create the key points of our conversation, and we'll send out the video if you don't have Read AI to send it to you already.
Thank you so much, Peter. Appreciate
Thanks, Pete.
All right, thanks.
Thank you, Peter.
Thank you very much.
Peter. Bye.
Have a great day, everybody.
Thank you.